Okay, so I am back and I am working on video 8. Right now in my game's progress, I'm pretty much ready to do a golden core breakthrough. And before doing a golden core breakthrough, I'm gonna do a burst, which is a chi burst, and I'm gonna show you guys pretty much, or at least try to explain what a chi burst is as soon as I load my game. So right here, these Spiritwoods that are pretty much outside of the array, I have 8 of them. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Spiritwood that are out of range in the array in terms of how much chi they can add to the tile. However, Spiritwood does have a range of 4, and what that means is that when you place it down on the map, it will directly influence the chi of the tiles that are within range 4 from them. And right here I have this blueprint that signifies range 4. So, and then the red tile right here in the middle signifies where the Spiritwood is. So if I hover this over, then I'm seeing that this Spiritwood, when it was placed down, it had a direct influence on these tiles that is fully covering. And the one that I'm mainly looking at is the one at the bottom right where the dragon feces is. So that's really this tile. So that's the purpose of this one. And then this one has the purpose of influencing the chi of the tile to the left and so on. So as you can see, I have it set up so that there's at least one Spiritwood that has an influence over all of the tiles around the cushion. However, it's important that these Spiritwoods don't affect the cushion because that would reset the gathering of the cushion. So you just want to reset the gathering of all of the surrounding tiles. And the way chi works in this game is when chi is changed in a tile, all of the other surrounding tiles are doing like a double check to compare how much chi they have compared to the tile next to them. So what I would be doing by chi bursting is changing the chi of all of the tiles surrounding the main cushion, and then the main cushion would look around and say, wow, all this chi just increased, so let me increase my chi. So that's pretty much how a chi burst works, is you place down chi gathering items within a range such that it will affect the cushions, or not the cushions but the tiles around the main cushion. However, I do recognize, because I'm using like 4 cushions at once, and well, right now I have 5, but I have 4 cultivators and I'm training them all at once, then there will be some inefficiencies with doing this, because as you can see, this would affect this cushion. So ideally, my burst would be tailored pretty differently. So for this array that I have, it would be more accurate for my burst to be more like this. So as you can see, it will affect this tile, this tile, this tile, and then go down. So I just need to affect this tile right here, and then these 3 that are around this cushion, and then I will want to affect these 3, and then this one right here to the left of this bottom cushion right here. And then I will have more Spiritwood like set up. So I will have Spiritwood like here, wherever you see this red dot at, and then here, and then here, and then here, here, and so on. So that's how I would do it if I wanted to make a perfect burst for my array where I'm sharing the array between multiple cultivators. However, I'm not honestly, it's a bad argument, but pretty much I'm just too lazy to do it right now, and I've been doing it like just the regular way and just kind of ignoring my inefficiencies. So I'm just going to keep it like that. But anyways, when you place down a Spiritwood, it's going to affect the tiles of it's going to affect the chi of the tiles within range 4 of it. And when you drop down a chi gathering item in general, there's also like a smaller effect where it affects the chi of the tiles throughout the whole map. And that effect goes from the bottom left of the map to the top right of the map. I'm sorry if you can hear any background noise right now. So the way that chi flows, once you drop down like any item that has chi gathering, it's like, if you look at my mouse over here, it's like from here to like up here. And this is really explained in the Google Doc that people have as documentation. However, it's pretty hard to like visualize it, but if you drop any chi gathering item down on the map, then you'll notice a small increase of chi for each tile around the map. And that's why if you're chopping down a lot of spirit wood, like the tiles of your map will have like more chi. As you can see, like this is like 500 chi, 500, 500, just because, probably because I've just been chopping down more spirit wood. So you can pretty much influence the map by dropping chi gathering items on the map, and you can directly influence the tile that the cultivator's chi cushion is on by altering the chi gathering items that you have around that array, basically. So pretty much this Spiritwood has a great influence on this array. However, if I drop the Spiritwood, it also has an influence on the map. So there's just like two layers of effects that it has. And I keep saying dropping, but really what I mean is tic tac toe, because the game is it has a glitch, or I don't know if it's a glitch, but this is just how the game works. If you take a tic tac toe and you place it down on the item, then it's gonna pick up that item and then drop it. So let me zoom in, and then like if you look at this book right here, and I dropped the Spiritwood, did you see that? It picked it up and dropped it. So that simulates an item dropping on the map. So that's why these burst nodes are on the ground, because then you can put tic tac toe. But I just have my array set up so that everything is on the ground, because that's just how I like to play. But as you can see, like these books are dropping up and down when I put tic tac toe on them. So tic tac toe is really overpowered, because you can just have these on the ground and then trigger the tic tac toe to simulate the dropping of the item. So pretty much, if you have like a lot of chi gathering items and then you just put them all in one spot, then you can just keep tic tac toeing them to simulate multiple items dropping on the map. So like these 3 Spiritwood, I can use these 3 Spiritwood to simulate like more than 3 items dropping on the map. So, and then once the item drops on the map slowly starts to update its chi over time. So I can show you guys what that looks like. So my mouse right now is hovering over this middle tile, and if you look at the bottom right of my screen, you can see that it has 1,703 chi. However, if I let the game run, and then as you can see, it's still at 1,703. And then if I tic tac toe this, then in about an hour that chi on the tile is gonna update. So I'm just gonna move my well, now it's at 2,455. I think that jump is like pretty big, so I think that might have been a result of me like just starting the game. So I'm gonna do another one. So right now I'm at 2,400 chi, and then if I do this one within an hour, it's going to change to even more. So right now it's at 2,455, and now it's at 2,921 chi, which is a really big amount. So that's why we have these 8 node bursts, because the 8 node burst is really for the middle cushion, and there are 8 tiles around this cushion. So I'm changing the chi of this tile. So as you can see, if I hover my mouse over these surrounding tiles that I just bursted, and I know that I bursted them based on the range 4 blueprint that I showed you guys earlier. So I hit this one, so it bursted these 2, and then I think I hit this one, so it also bursted this one as well. So these 3 are bursted, right? So then this one is looking around at these 3 and saying, oh wow, they're getting an increase in chi, so I want to increase my chi. So that's why this one is now at 2,900 from that 1,700 that I was just at. So this is a really overpowered mechanic that you can use to increase your golden core score, because you're increasing the total chi on a tile to numbers that are really, really insane. Like 2,900 is very, very, very late game. And that's pretty much how the burst works. And we have 8 burst nodes because there's 8 tiles around the middle cushion, And I just want to keep reiterating that this is for the middle cushion. These other cushions that I have are just extra ones that I have that aren't benefiting as much as the middle cushion is, and I actually could be hindering them a little bit based on my setup. As I explained earlier, it would be better if I had some Spiritwood like down one tile and then like around, so that I can just like navigate around the whole array instead of just navigating around the middle cushion. But I'm lazy. So since I've explained that, I'm gonna go back and actually add in this mod that one of the people in the Discord created, and he's a very helpful person in the Discord. So he created a lot of mods to just be able to like see this stuff in action. However, it is a very laggy mod, so it's not something that you would download, but it's something that I have thanks to this person, Ucddj, and it's called Sochi on Tile. So they created this mod for testing purposes, and I asked for it from them, and so they sent it to me, which is really nice. So I'm going to show you guys. This is a mod that will show you the chi on the maps tile as it's updating. So I'm pretty much just going to go through and download this mod. So if you want to manually install a mod to your game, you just have to go to your mods folder like I did, and then move it to the mods folder. I just pasted it because I already had it, and then extract it. So now that this mod is in my mods folder, I'll be able to enable it, but I'm pretty sure I'll have to restart my game. So let me go and do that. So I'm going to close out my game and then reopen it, and then I have to turn on the mod. Just letting everything load up. And this is actually my first time looking at this mod, so I'm hoping all of this goes right. Show law stats. I don't see it. Maybe they created a folder in the folder. Yep. Okay, so when I extracted this, it was a folder inside a folder, but I need the main mod folder to be in there. So let me just start out by renaming this to anything, so I can still have that name, and then bring it out, and then I'll just delete this folder, since this was just used as a container for the folder that has all of the mod data. So these are the mod files that I needed. So let's go back and try to restart my game again. But this is really important to see, because before this mod existed and before this guy created this mod, there was really no way to tell besides looking at the numbers on the tile. So I think it's really good to have this visual representation of how chi works in the game, thanks to this player that's also really good at coding. So as you can see, this mod is not meant to be used during regular gameplay. It will slow down your game. So I'm going to activate the mod, and then I'm going to restart my game again, because sometimes like you just need to restart your game to have these things work. And then I have my modloaderlite. You want modloader to be at the top of your mod list, because this is the mod that pretty much has all of the prerequisites for all the other mods to load up. So you want that one to load first. Well, not all of them, but like some of them mods that like require you to like make some changes to the game require a modloaderlite. Like mod that requires that, and then there's some other mods. So I just put that out there just as like a precaution. So I've actually never used this mod, so this is going to be new to me as well. So pretty much what this mod does is whenever the chi on a tile changes, it changes the color of that tile, so you'll be able to see that in real time. So as you can see, my game looks pretty funky now, right? So the different coloring, I had a conversation with the creator of this mod in the Discord chat. So just off of my memory, I believe that the different coloring represents the different levels of chi. So this red right here represents like a certain level of chi. So I'm assuming like it's because this tile has a good amount of chi. So right here, this one is light blue and it has 700 chi. And so the color just kind of gets more intense with the more chi that you have on your map. So I'm just going to let my map load, and then I'm going to start a burst just so that you guys can see how the Spiritwood or whatever chi gathering item you're dropping is also infecting like everywhere along the map. So if I just run this at like a speed, then as you can see, okay, so these aren't highlighted because I didn't have vision of them, right? So I wasn't able to see how much the chi changed. I'm assuming this is my first time using the mod. So if I tic tac toe the Spiritwood right here, and then let's look at how the map changes. Yeah, this mod is very, very laggy. Definitely do not want to just use this mod. Okay, I'm gonna run on 2S speed since things are, so as you can see, the chi is affecting all of the tiles and like a domino effect, because you saw the colors change, right? And as you can see, it's continuing to spread out. So let's do some more bursting. You see that these Spiritwood are like dropping on the map because I'm tic-tac-toeing, which is picking them up and dropping them, and it's just affecting the whole map slowly but surely. You see that it's like blowing up the chi all across the map. Like you see this tile now is at 1600, 1700, and so on. So basically, whenever a chi gathering item drops on the map, you can see that it has an effect across the whole map. So it does, and it does go from like, I guess, bottom left to up more. I don't know. I did read the Google document and it did say that it was from bottom left to up. So I'm wondering why these tiles are unaffected so far. There's probably something that I'm doing wrong, but just from this demonstration, I'm sure you guys pretty much understand what I mean. These enemies are distracting me. So let's see what happens if I... Okay, I'm going to send a dog out just to play with these guys. So let's see what happens if I pick up some of these items. And then I move them like over here. Let's see how that moves the chi on the map. I'm just ignoring that fight because it's just whatever. Yeah, my game is super laggy. So here in this guy's inventory, I have some chi gathering items. So I'm going to drop the stone essence, and then we're going to see how it influences the tiles around it. I wonder if the coloring is just not happening because the chi is so low on this area. Let me try to tic-tac-toe this and see what happens. Sentient wall, nice. Yeah, I'm assuming there's like a minimum of like 200 chi because in the game there's a chi vein tile, which is like it's kind of like too much to explain, but the chi vein is like the main tile where all your chi flows from, and that one has a total chi of 100 and I think 74 or 194 if I'm remembering correctly. So maybe they set this mod up so that it only shows if it's greater than like 200 or that 194 or 174. So I'm really struggling right here because this guy is trying to cultivate. Let's move him over here. Stop what you're doing. Go. So I'm really curious to see how the chi on my tile changes once these guys reach 200 chi. So I'm going to drop down the Spiritwood so I can add some more chi to these tiles around. And then I'm going to drop this down. This stone essence. Then I'm also going to burst these tiles around them and hope that it goes up to a certain point. Yeah, maybe it's just not happening because I'm waiting, but I don't know. Yeah, I think the requirement is 200 because this tile right here has 200 and then this one has 165. And every other tile that has more than 200. Yeah, so this one has 201. Yeah, I'm about 99% sure that it's only showing the tiles that have over 200 chi. But yeah, that's pretty much how it works. Yeah, I don't want to like do too much with this because it is not a little bit, it's very laggy. But let me just try one more Hail Mary with the Dragon Feces. I'll just take this and move it over here. Let's drop this down. This one is a really big chi gathering item, so it should bring things up to a higher amount. Now let me start by, I'm going to try to restart my game to see if that changes, just because I'm just curious now. I'm like, but it's really looking like the mod is set to only change it when they have over 200 chi on a tile. I wonder if I could like look at it. Yeah, I was right. Let me see if I can pull this up for you guys to see. Okay, right here, this is the code for the mod that I have, and as you can see, like right here, you can it's kind of hard to interpret, but if you know like a little bit about like how code looks, then you can see that this has different tiers, and this is like color gradient, and it's dependent on how much chi is on a tile. So at 200 chi is the minimum right here, so then this will change the color, and then he has a get color function where he's changing the color based on the color that he has set. So the color changes at 200, 700, 1200, 1600, 2000, 2500, and 1000. So yeah, you pretty much need at least 200 chi on the tile to get that color, and then these are all of the different colors. So as you can see, these right here have over 200 chi on the tile, and now they're changing colors. And so yeah, that's pretty much how chi moves. And when you drop items down, you can like change the chi of the tile. So I don't know if this is going to show an effect because it's still in the gathering stage, but let me try to tic-tac-toe these items one more time. Let's remove all of this tic-tac-toe, and then I'll try to do all of it. Tic-tac-toe. Let the game play. Tic-tac-toe. It's very laggy. Yeah, as you can see, the chi is moving from bottom left to up right. So it's having like an influence on all of the chi on these on the map. So these are slowly increasing to 200 because this item just dropped around it, and it's just having a big influence on all of these tiles. And it's kind of like hard to explain, but I think that was still a good representation visually of how chi works. So obviously that mod is very laggy, and it makes sense why it's laggy is because it's checking every single tile on the map and updating it. So I'm gonna go back and disable this mod. That was a nice learning experience for myself. And then I'm gonna go back to my Cultivation Simulator game and then load up my save file. This is the one that I have. So pretty much that's what's happening when you're doing a GC burst. I'll need to do like a more shorter and in-depth tutorial, but this is also like a gameplay / tutorial. So that's nice. Alright, so I want the center tile and all the other tiles to get an increase of chi. So I want to do a chi burst, and the chi updates pretty much like every hour. So I have to center that around the breakthrough that I want to do. And for these guys, I'm using earth cultivators. So the best time for their breakthrough would be at 19. And sadly, I'm on day 34/18. So I'm already a little bit too late. So my season bonus will go down because I have this thing that I created on day 35 is like the last day, so I'll have to wait until like day 35/19, or let me also check again. The best time for earth breakthrough would be at either 19 o'clock or 4 o'clock. I don't really like the 4 o'clock one because this goes from 4 to 5 to 1 to nothing, where compared to 19 o'clock where it goes from 1 to 5 to 4 to 2 to 2 to 4 to 5. So this one you get like pretty much just more stars in general when you start at 19. So I want to start, or I'll have to start at day 35 19 o'clock because I just don't have enough time to burst all of those nodes right now and get the maximum amount of chi that I could get. So I'm doing an 8 node burst, so I want to start my burst basically like 8 hours before. So I'm gonna start my burst at like around 11 or 12, I guess. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go basically to the next day and then start my burst at like 11 o'clock, and then do my golden core breakthrough for these guys. But let me also do thought shards for these guys now that you guys know what my plan is. This guy just needs to be an abbot, so I'm just doing anything on them. And then this guy, oh, they're actually cultivating at a okay rate. Let me just break them through here. And we're pretty much just waiting for the next day. So sadly, I'll be dealing with like a 4-star season bonus. At the same time, I don't really promote that you worry too much about a season bonus. So I'll be hypocritical to cry too much over it. A bit anxious. And increasing charisma, I think that's fine for me. So as you can see, it's day 35, and I already have like so many different cultivators that I have like tailored. It's not like I'm waiting for agencies and trying to recruit random mortals to join my sect. I'm raising these guys and making them into like guys with really good stats for cultivation. And the main reason why you don't want to use yaogui is because they have a shapeshift tribulation date, which means that like they have to fight a tribulation and potentially die, and then so that can be annoying because you have to get them strong enough to survive the tribulation. within a certain amount of days. However, when you raise these animals, their shapeshift tribulation are like really high. So this is 995 days, which is like really long. The longest gameplay I've ever played was 2,000 days. So this is like half the amount of time my longest gameplay, and that took a really long time for me to play. I probably played that game over like months. So I just have to get this guy really strong within that time, and it's very, very, very easy. I could get someone ready for the shapeshift tribulation in like 100 days easily, 20 days, 30 days. But so basically, if you raise these animals and you just kind of like just get like one set of thoughts that you really like, then you can make some really good cultivators with really good stats for really cheap. So like this guy right here, he does like 5 all stats almost. So I would recommend just doing that if you want a good cultivator. But let's work on this guy. Yeah, I'll keep that. A bit happy. This one increases charisma. I remember that because I just looked at that one. Oh, hearing thunder is here too. I like that one. Smelling incense is like the worst one for Shandao. Myself is good. And then hunting. This guy has like all of the good ones. Oh, this one gets learning speed, which is super important. Yeah, I think I'll just do a bit happy for now and then figure out the rest later. Oh, I thought I had this cat thing. Maybe that was the other cat then. A bit afraid. Okay, so this is the habit that I don't really care about. Okay, nice. You got the first breakthrough. First successful breakthrough on the first attempt. I'm like, what am I trying to say? Jesus. Okay, so as you can see, we're on day 35. 6 hours in. I'm waiting for... If it takes 11... It takes 1 hour for the chi of the tile to change, so I want to do my burst 8 hours beforehand, so I'll do it at like 11 just so that I can have like one extra node to keep up the chi of the tile after doing my burst. And then I'll do my golden core breakthrough for my guys. I'm just trying to think, is there anything that I'm missing? No, I mean they all look pretty good. Let's see, what's the element bonus looking like? It's good right here, but it's still not over here, which I mean I guess is fine. These are just the disadvantages that I'll be having due to how my array is set up. However, I would rather just use materials for one array, me personally, than have those bonuses, because that just helps me out get through everything way more simply. However, there are times where I feel like making multiple arrays. This is just not that time. So it's really just up to your own preference, and if you are comfortable and you can get enough money to have enough Spiritwood, or just find enough Spiritwood early on, then you could create those extra arrays. However, it just wouldn't work out for me right now, especially since I only have 1 day, and if I were to create another array, I would have to wait 5 days for these tiles to be ready to be bursted. So I should have put a chi gathering item like here and then here, just so that those tiles would be ready at the very least, but that's just my own mistake. So it's day 8. Of course I have invaders. I'm sad that sentient wall didn't show up again, because that sentient item is worth 2,500. So that's super important to have. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I could get? Let's see. They all have really high mental state. I actually do not know if mental state has increasing gain, so I'm just gonna unequip this talisman and then turn on the story talisman for these guys, just in case. but I doubt it. Like, I'm pretty sure you just need to get to pristine, but it won't hurt me to turn on these 3 talismans, so I'm just gonna do that. And then you could also increase their match chi if you had Earth Floods. So like, if I was really playing hardcorely, then I would also try to get some Earth Floods before getting these guys in. But I really just need my first golden cores, and I know that they're going to be great either way. So I'm really not in a rush, or I'm not really pressed to have them be like the best cultivators that they can be. But trust me, once I get these golden cores, I'm going to show you guys some like pretty nice things that you can do with them. So right now I'm at 1103. So first thing you want to do is burst the bottom right one and just kind of mark down when you bursted them. I actually missed when I bursted them, so I'm just gonna start again at 12, pause, and then go, and then you just wait an hour. So this is at 2200, 1900. I don't know how that one tile reached 2900 like so easily. I don't know what that was, but that was pretty overpowered. Okay, this is at 2700, so it's getting there. 13. Now we're at 14. And you just gotta keep watching the clock and triggering these spirit woods or whatever item you have. You can pretty much use any chi gather item. You just gotta know the range and then like do the same thing that I did with that blueprint, just to make sure that it affects everything around the main cushion. And again, I'm placing down the Tic Tac Toe because it's dropping the Tic Tac Toe basically. So I'm doing that. 16. Then it's going to be 17, and then that's going to be 18. And then once the one that I bursted at 18 o'clock updates, it's going to be 19 o'clock, meaning I have that nice bonus for the yin yang bonus. And the yin yang bonus pretty much just represents like how much light is on the map. So now it's 18, so I'm going to remove these. So once I finish my 8 node burst, I just start to do like anything, honestly, just because I just stopped carrying. So it's 19 and we're at 3600. See, as you can see, this one is really good. 3600 is super high, but these guys are a little bit messed up because I bursted these nodes, honestly. I kind of want to start over now that I'm thinking about it, but how about this? I'm gonna do 2 bursts and then just to like see what my golden core scores are, because I kind of do want to get good golden core score. So for my golden core breakthrough, I'm just gonna choose the one with the most match chi to use the best cushion. Actually, I won't do 2 bursts because I still have a big batch of more cultivators that I want to cultivate, so I'll just save that for those guys. So I just kind of want to make my strongest cultivator like really strong, or the one that has the most match chi, or should I do the weakest link to more like even it out? 5,900, 6,300. I'm thinking it's mile 1. 5,900, 5,900. Everyone is pretty much equal except for mile 1. Why are you so powerful? Also, I did get that break ginseng from Whippering Pool, so I could use this to increase my guy's match chi. So this will add a 100 match chi, which is a pretty good amount in terms of helping towards the golden core score. But I'm just being lazy right now, and I want to break through now. I want to do it now, so I'm just gonna have everyone break through. Let's see, how much chi does this tile have? 2,400. Okay, it's about comparable. It's about comparable to the other one, so I'm gonna start this breakthrough with mile 1 in the middle because they're obviously the best, and then mile 3. Oh, I have a Polar Knight, so that actually ruined my Yin Yang bonus, which is unfortunate. However, we just have to roll through with the punches. So once I do this breakthrough, it's going to save. So Sunflower Disciples, they don't need a good golden core score. I don't know how many times I have to say this, but even though I'm not even listening to my own advice, they don't need a good golden core score, so it's okay. But it is very unfortunate that I just got that Polar Knight, but I'm just going to keep going. So Polar Knight will affect your Yin Yang bonus because it's going to make it dark. And these guys, they need more something, they need a different Yin Yang, so this just drastically changed my golden core scores. Because now I just lost like 5 stars on Yin Yang bonus thanks to that Polar Knight. But I'd rather not wait 5 more days to get a golden core, because honestly this is a pretty late golden core breakthrough, so I'm just gonna move forward with this. But if I was on like immortal mode, I would be like very mad about that, honestly. And I've never had that happen, a Polar Knight just pop up right on my golden core breakthrough time. But that's the beauty of this game, you know. You just get unlucky, you get lucky, and things happen. So let's see what golden core scores I'm working with. This guy, golden core 3, golden core 2, golden core 3, and then another golden core 3. Okay, I'm fine with that. So pretty much the next thing that you want to do as soon as you get the golden core is start to move towards getting to Primordial Spirit. However, I do have a case where I want to be able to fight. I'm thinking, yeah, so there's, yeah, I'll just continue. So there's some manuals that you want to learn once you get the golden core. The most important manual that you want is called Meditation. This one will increase cultivation speed by a lot, like a ridiculous amount. So you need that. And then you also want to create some talismans. I have Primordial Symbols Law, which is this one that has like all of the manuals for creating all these cool different talismans. So you want to be able to create some talismans that increase cultivation speed, and those talismans are Heavenly Heart, or at least that one that you want. And then you also want to have the Heaven Sent talisman, because that will increase your law match. However, I don't think I'll be getting that one because it costs a lot of attainment right now, so I'm just thinking through like, what do I want? And then obviously you want the Dark Armor talisman, because that's like super important. I'll have my one do that since they are, or Huya. Let's see, can they get the Dark Armor talisman? Because this is my talisman guy, so I don't want to use inspiration from my other guys. Okay, so he can do that. That's cool. So you pretty much want meditation. You want spiritual breath chant, because this can be used to gain some max chi. And then there's another one that I like. Way of the Reaper is really good for gaining max chi. You can like suck out the chi out of animals. So I really like that one because it regenerates your max chi at a ridiculous rate. And then you want Soul Chant. This is the one that you can use to take the soul out of animals. But as far as cultivation goes, you really just need meditation, and you need to get some mental state ones. So I'll just search up mental state. And it seems that I have all of these favorited already, so I just need to get this one, and then cultivation speed. And it's this one. So what's another one that I like to get? I like to get Spectre Refinement too, because this is used to increase the tier of items. So I'm just thinking about some other things. Oh yeah, golden cores can also travel really fast, so you want to get adventure fly speed. But I'm just thinking twice about getting these because I just don't have that much inspiration right now, and I don't want to use my inspiration for all of that. So one of the most important ones that you want is derivative calculation, because this is what you're going to be able to, you're going to need to use derivative calculation to unlock the other laws, and I'll just go more in depth on that one later on. So now that I've favorited everything that I like to have, I'll just go to favorites, and then I'll just learn the ones that I pretty much need. So I know I need meditation, and spiritual breath chant is really good. However, Wear the Reaper is pretty much better for recurring chi, so I'll just have Wear the Reaper, simply because I do have animals on my map and I can get chi from them. So I'll just stick with that, and then that's pretty much everything. I do want to increase Avenger fly speed, but not for half of my inspiration, so I'll just keep it simple and get Wear the Reaper, meditation, and this cultivation speed bonus would be really nice too. Yeah, I'll just leave it like this. I want to keep it like very slim because I know that I don't have that much inspiration to spend, so I'll just get Wear the Reaper and Spiritual Breath chant. And let's see what my cultivators look like. So I have them all. So as soon as you get to Golden Query, you pretty much want all your cultivators to learn Spiritual Breath chant, Wear the Reaper, meditation. Actually, I don't want Spiritual Breath chant right now. I just wanted Wear the Reaper and meditation. Ooh, I almost messed up on that one. Let's see. Let's go back. Favorites. I want meditation and Wear the Reaper. So you want a way to increase your max chi, and then you want meditation as well, because meditation is the most important one for cultivation. And then you want to try to increase your mental state by creating mental state talismans. And then of course having soul chant could be really useful. Let's see, where's this guy at? Men or clothing. They both give luck and they both give some interesting stuff. I think I like clothing because it gives crafting though. I like food too because I do need a chef. Then hunting is good for movement speed. And then this one is good for cultivation. I don't have anything that alright, whatever. I hate when I'm like in the middle of something and I have to do thought shards, because then I just get really lazy about it. So then I have this guy create some talismans. So I wanted to create these heavenly heart talismans to increase my cultivation speed. Then I have tranquil heart for mental state, but tranquil heart doesn't give that much of a big mental state boost, so I don't really want to get it if I don't have enough. So I'll just do 4 heavenly heart talismans for now. Okay, this guy already reached the limit. Ah, that's pretty annoying. Ooh, that's really good that I didn't make those tranquil hearts, because I also need to make those dark armor talismans to be able to survive the tribulation on these guys. Let's see. I could have really messed up there. I'm pretty sure I learned dark armor talisman on this guy, but let's just get it again. Maybe I clicked off of it, or I mean I would have had to click off of it if it's not there anymore. So I'm gonna also make some dark armor talismans. And then of course I want my guys to all equip the heavenly heart talismans, and I want them all to also equip the dark armor talismans. So some people don't have empty slots. I don't need the story talisman anymore, so I'm gonna remove that from these guys. So I need to figure out which one doesn't have the heavenly heart. So sometimes I get overwhelmed when trying to like manage all of these talismans, so I'll just like unequip everything and just get the essentials that I need, like start over, because I would rather do this than try to like figure out which one is missing, which talisman, and trying to sub them all out. So this is just something that just saves me brain power, because it's less thinking to do this than to try to figure out exactly what I need. So once all these talismans get moved over, I'll equip them again. So my guys need heavenly heart talisman so that I can increase their cultivation speed. Why does it say 4 is not enough? Okay, I'm guessing one is being moved or something like that. Nope, that's 4. Okay, heavenly heart. Let's ban this just in case someone is touching it. I'm assuming it's one of this guy right here. He's probably trying to haul it or something. So I'll just ban all of these and just do it manually. Oh, why can't this one be equipped? Oh, this guy is sleeping, but he's already equipping it. Okay, that makes sense. Ah, this game, sometimes I be so confused. I hate when my cultivators sleep. They always overcomplicate so many things. Bruh. Come on, guys. So it seems like some of these are like locked up for me, and I'm making this more complicated than it has to be. I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait a little bit. Jesus Christ, how is there one missing? Is it because it's banned? Okay. This is bothering me because it should work. There we go. We got it. We figured it out. I'm sorry guys. That was really bad on my end. But we got there. So I just need the heavenly heart talisman, and then I want my guys to also have the dark armor talisman equipped just because it's good for defenses. Oh gosh, not this again. I made 4. Where's the other one? Stop sleeping, please. Just do something. Okay, heavenly heart. Okay, so Mao 3 already has a dark armor talisman. Okay. I'm like, what is happening? This is what I call player mental state. Okay, so now that my guys are there and they have all of the things, I'll just have them probably meditate real quick. So my 1 can meditate, and then this guy already reached the breakthrough point, so he's good. And then he'll meditate. And my 2 has to meditate. So once you get to golden core, like getting up to this point is really quick, but you have to face a tribulation, so you just need to make sure you have dark armor talismans to increase your cultivator's barrier power. And barrier power is what reduces the damage that you take. So right now, this is the damage that you take is divided by the barrier power. So this is 0.95. So I'm actually going to be taking increased damage because I'm dividing by less than 1, right? So you definitely want your barrier power to be greater than 1. And the dark armor talisman just helps get to that point. However, this tribulation is not like super strong, so I think my cultivators will be able to take it. But as you can see, as soon as I touched it with meditation, these guys reach the limit, and then this guy is also reached the limit, so I'll have him break through. And then my 1, and pretty much I'll be like manually cultivating my guys from here, since I'm using meditation, and the mod that I have doesn't manage meditation. So this guy has 1.1 barrier, 1.2. This guy has 1.6. And this guy, for some reason, has 0.95. I wonder why that's that low. So there's this Legacy of Taiyi that you can unseal once you become a golden core. So I'm going to have this guy unseal it. And then it unlocks this item that's really important called Legacy of Taiyi, or Secret Codex of Taiyi, sorry. And then this one will also increase your barrier power when you equip it. So this is like the single most important item for increasing barrier power besides the dark armor talisman. And because this guy is kind of lacking in barrier power, I'm gonna have him equip the Secret Codex of Taiyi just as a extra defensive measure, and see where their barrier power is at now. So now they're at 1.52. So that's what my damage is going to be divided by. And then since they will be facing the Tribulation and their artifacts aren't good, I'll need to have them unequip their artifacts, because their artifacts will just take chi from the cultivator and cause them to die based on the artifact capacity. So right now this artifact has a capacity of 2,200 and I have a total max chi of 2,300. So basically, if this artifact drains the cultivator 10 times, then they'll die, and I'm definitely not going to survive that. So let's unequip this, take off all of these artifacts on these cultivators, and have them start their tribulation. I also want to see what their chi recovery is at. Okay, so they all have, wow, so this guy has really high chi recovery. I'm assuming they have the recalling thought shard. If I had to guess, 355. Yeah, so yeah, recalling thought shard. That's why I love it, because that makes a big difference. So I'm assuming this one also has recalling. Yep. And then Mao 3 right here, he's at 253. So yeah, they don't have recalling thought shard, so that makes sense. But they do have a good amount of other ways to increase their max chi. And then there's just a lot of chi on this tile that's increasing it, so I wonder why this one has 45 chi recovery though. I'm always like doing some type of investigation to figure some things out. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see what I can learn on Mao 2 to increase their chi recovery. Because you need recovery to you know, deal with these tribulations. Yeah, there's not really anything worth learning, because this costs 15 inspiration, 15 attainment, and I just can't afford that right now. And they already have a unity chant, which is really good, so I'm gonna save my game, and then I'm gonna do these tribulations, and then hope I just don't embarrassingly die. Day 36, breakthrough trips, and then of course I'm gonna take this file that I just created and then paste it into my group of different saves that I have, because I just can't take any chances. But if you're on like regular vanilla mode, then you just have to save and load the game. But I want to fight the dragon early, so I pretty much am going through all of this just to unlock this cavern earlier than day 300. So this isn't a shapeshift tribulation, so I don't really have to do too much to prepare for the tribulation, so I'm just gonna do the breakthrough like in whatever remote area. However, if I was doing the shapeshift tribulation, then I would create an area of spirit stone flooring, because the spirit stone flooring would neutralize would equal out the elements, and the damage that you take is also dependent on the elements that you take. So right now this is an earth tribulation, so I should be taking it on surface that is wood, because wood overcomes earth. So I'll just choose any surface that's wood element, and then you can like look around to see how much is there. So this is actually an earth element area, so I messed up on that. But like, if I really cared that much, or if it was a harder tribulation, then I would select like somewhere like here. But the tribulation will destroy the trees too, so it's kind of hard to decide, honestly. But I mean, I could try here and just hope that tree doesn't get burned down. So let's see. But alternatively, I would just do this on like a Spiritwood flooring, because that has a high wood element, or like over here with all of these healthy soil, that one has a really high wood element. So you can find like some good soil to do it on, then that would be good. However, I occupy all of my soil with farms, so I'm just not going to do that. But this right here is healthy soil, so let's see what this element is. Yeah, it has more wood than anything, so I'm going to do this guy right here. Actually, I should have did this guy over here, because they have the worst chi regeneration. At the same time, this tribulation is not strong at all, so I'm just going to pull the trigger on it. Pretty much, if you're not doing a shapeshift tribulation or a demigod tribulation, then you don't need to pay too much attention about what you're doing. Just make sure you remove your artifact and have a higher than 1 barrier power. So let's see how my worst disciple handles this tribulation. Okay, see, look, they're taking no damage. So yeah, they're just tanking it. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong disciple. I'm looking at Mouth 4, but it's really Mouth 2 that I want to look at. So also, while you're doing the tribulation, these things can catch on fire, so you want to make sure to turn off firefighter for all your disciples, so that they don't go over there and get struck by lightning and then die, because that will happen like really easily. Doors is static, and I want to have recalling on this guy. I'll just take whatever I see, but ideally I would want to have like recalling. But yeah, these guys are just going through this earth tribulation, and they're, you know, breezing through. Okay, these guys are actually done foundation training. That was pretty quick. So now that I have dark armor talismans and my guys have really high barrier power, and I have 23,000 match chi on pretty much all of my cultivators, I'm really comfortable with dealing with a reputation under 2,000. So after this, I'll begin to soul chant all of these animals. My mod is kind of trying to kill me. Let's turn that off. Make sure they don't butcher these animals that die by the tribulation light. Yeah, he was about to go do that and then die. Then I have these super outer disciples that are about to be born, which is nice. Ooh, watching work, nice. Ooh, watching work again, that's perfect. There's nothing better than a bull with watching work. See, now I'm getting addicted and I want to do that again. Watching eating, watching eating. No, I want watching work. I want watching work. So these guys will be my outer disciples, so I'm just picking whatever color works for them. What are you hesitating about? Do not attack mortals, please. You definitely don't want your dog to attack mortals, because they can like just injure them and it's just annoying. Oh nice, so Mao 2 was a hot NPC. So when you do a tribulation with a hot NPC, there's a I think there's like a 25% chance to get a Heaven's Breath. So that was a really fortunate thing. A Heaven's Breath is a really good item that you can use for various things. You can feed it to a spirit root to make an impositive root, which will reduce attainment, or you can use it for body cultivators, or you can just sell it for like 2,500. But yeah, we love Heaven's Breath. But again, it has to be a hot NPC. And now I know that Mao 2 is hot because of they got a Heaven's Breath. So the next thing that I want to do is probably soul chant these animals. So let's just make sure all of my disciples have soul chant. Okay, my 1 has soul chant. I wish I had that illuminated item from when I did the demonstration of the chi though, because that's worth a lot of money. I kind of just try to equal it out to make sure like all of my disciples have the same thing, but it's definitely better to just have like 1 disciple doing soul chants, because that will like increase their condemnation. But me, I'm just comfortable, so. But I wouldn't recommend that for you guys. You really should just have 1 disciple that does all of the evil tasks, like soul chanting people, which is literally like stealing mortal souls, basically. And like doing soul inquiry and just anything that's bad. You just want to have 1 disciple to take on the burden of the wrath of the heavens, which is condemnation. So now that all of my disciples have soul chant, I'm going to start mass soul chanting these animals so that I can get to higher reputation and also get some soul gems, of course. That's why we soul chant, for soul gems. But I actually, let me watch this a little bit. So I want to get my evil reputation to 300. So as you can see, oh, who's attacking him? So it looks like a beast awakened over here, so I have to fight them. My guy doesn't have an artifact, so that looks pretty funny. So yeah, this is also the negative effects of chi bursting. You can have different animals sensing chi and breaking through, and the chances of them sensing chi and break through depends on how many monsters you already have on the map. So if you're doing immortal mode, then I would also recommend you select the modifier that makes like 4 of these beasts spawn on your map instead of just 1, because then that's going to keep other beasts like this from starting. So this is just something that's new to me, because I usually play with like just 4 beasts on my map regularly. So I'm going to have all of my disciples re-equip their artifacts, but they shouldn't really have a problem with this since they are pretty high up in cultivation. They're golden core cultivators. So as you can see, they can beat beasts with okay amounts of mass chi. So I soul chain these animals and I'm getting soul gems based on their mood. As you can see, soul chant this bull, get the soul gem, and I can still get their like meat and stuff like that. And my sect is quickly converging to neutral. So I think I just need to soul chant like 15 more animals. So let's just do that. I don't really want to do the turtles because I can use Way of the Reaper on them. And Way of the Reaper consumes lifespan, and turtles have really high lifespan, so they're good candidates for that. So let's just do the rabbits and frogs and stuff like that, and the ones that I want to get meat from. So rabbits, frogs, bulls, chickens, tigers, whatever. No, not the turtles. Whatever. We can sacrifice 1 turtle. Nice. So my sect upgraded. Let's do house. And now I'm at 200 evil and 300 good. I'm just waiting. Okay, I'm at 280 evil. So you see how easy it is to get the evil. So now my sect is controversial. That means I'm neutral now, and I can pretty much just visit any sect that I want. I think I'll just let them finish out soul chanting. So let's see, how many Serenity Soul Gems did I get from that? So I got 6, which is pretty good, because now I'll be able to make 6 more Sacred Talismans. But I do need to buy some gold wood to make that happen. Oh yeah, there's a manual that takes off one of the disciples like phallus. So you get this rod once you learn that manual, which is, you can sell it for some good money. It's kind of stupid. But yeah, I mean, I soul chanted these animals, and now, oh, this guy's ready to, did they not break through that first time? They're ready to make their talisman. Okay, I'll do that later. I'm trying to think, like, what else do I want to show before I end this video, because it's already over an hour. So yeah, I mean, I soul chanted those animals, and then I got some soul gems, so now I can start to make some more sacred talismans. I have golden core cultivators. As you can see, golden core cultivators, they travel really fast, they can collect a lot of good resources, and now my sect size is increased. So in the next video I'll begin to really start to awaken these guys to get some more disciples. And I have meditation miracle. I can show you guys what meditation miracles cultivation speed looks like. So right now Mile 2 has a cultivation speed of 266%, which is really good. And then if I do it like this, meditation miracle consumes lifespan. However, lifespan is like really easy to get, so you don't really have to worry too much about that. And let me just show you guys how fast cultivation is with meditation miracle. So right now I need to get 250,000 ESP in total, and as you can see with meditation miracle, I'll pretty much be getting to Primordial Spirit, which is this one, Oblivion, within like less than a day basically. So that's why you want to use meditation and get that Heavenly Heart Talisman. But this guy does have 266, which is pretty high, but I mean, they all are pretty good around that same level. So in the next video I'll be approaching Primordial Spirit, but there is an adventure breakthrough that I need to do for these guys, so I'll show you guys what that looks like, and pretty much reach the peak level of cultivation probably around like day 50 if I had to guess, and then show you guys what I do after that. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you learned a lot about like doing the golden core breakthrough, the chi bursts, surviving those tribulations. Pretty much you don't have to worry about them because they are very weak, unless they're a shapeshift tribulation or demigod type tribulation, or like lifespan attainment tribulations, which you can get like, so these tribulations right here, there would be like lifespan, demigod, and all the other ones. But the ones that you have to go through while cultivating are nothing. You just need a talisman for that, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, just go on your manual pavilion, increase your mass chi, and then learn those key manuals. You just need one. You need meditation, and you need one for increasing your mass chi. That's pretty much it. And then you can worry about the rest later. But basically, as soon as you get to golden core, the first thing you should be doing is creating Heavenly Heart Talismans and going to Primordial Spirit. Don't do anything but just go to Primordial Spirit, and also reaching Controversial Sect, because now you can properly defend your sect. So I'm just going to end it there. Thank you for watching.